Gentlemen and female gentlemen, we are still here doing lore dives, consuming all lore. Definitely subscribe to the next Taku channel. We do daily videos here. We will cover every anime, every cartoon, all lore ever made. Today we're looking at the lore of Doom Eternal. 10,000 likes and I'll be doing the entire lore and full story of the new Doom game. Of Doom, what's it called? I have it pulled up here for next time in case we hit there. Doom Dark Ages. That's right. If we hit 10,000 likes on this video, I will be doing a full Doom Dark Ages story and lore dive. This one is made by My Name is Biff. It was recommended to me. So lock in, boys and girl. I love Doom lore so far. So far, I know it seems pretty simple, right? You got these demons and you got this dude who's killing these demons. It seems pretty simple, but I like the idea of like some gigantically rich, pompous, fucking annoying government trying to become richer and more pompous and more fucking annoying, opening portals to the fucking nether realm for energy, and they just accidentally unleash genocidal freak demons out there. So lock in, boys and girl. After we do Doom, I'm probably gonna go for Halo lore. But that is up to you. So let me know in the comments what lore to cover next time. Let's see what we got. All right, I'm ready.
Fury, rage, hatred. We've all experienced these extremes.
Well, actually, that's not necessarily true. I don't actually hate anybody. I am relatively indifferent. I have no enemies. I'm just letting you know this in advance. I don't think I hate anyone, actually. I'm just kind of there.
Those amongst us who have seen feuds or vendettas against someone or something may well have searched their depths, but never has one been truly consumed by them. Never has one been driven by that rage. Never has it sustained them through the fires of damnation.
Oh shit, bro. Dude, I feel like Doom is the only game I've ever played where you are the final raid boss, all right? The enemies are just like the fodder. You are the raid boss.
Never, except just once.
God damn.
Greetings, AR.
Alright, so I'm just letting you know, I did an original Doom lore dive for like the greater story of the entire Doom franchise. People told me I needed to do a specific one into Doom Eternal before doing Doom Dark Ages. So I'm just letting you know here in advance. This isn't just about getting your pet rabbit back. This is a dude who locked himself in hell for his retirement and became a threat to demonkind. The demons were writing fucking horror stories about Doom Guy.
See personnel. My name is Bife here.
Hi, Bife.
What follows is a highly requested dossier on what the ARC believes could be humanity's greatest military asset. This dossier will be the first of several transcripts and public broadcasts made available for the education of our ranks on this particular person of interest. I am, of course, referring to the Doom Slayer, or Doom Marine, as some within our organization have begun to refer to him as.
Holy shit, we're doing a full Doom lore dive, a Doom Eternal from the perspective of this fucking Giga. I love Doom Guy. Man literally too angry to die, a threat to all of hell. This is insane. How do you get so much aura that hell is scared of you?
Regardless of the monikers we use to identify him, the Slayer's past is a complicated one. That in some senses defies reason itself. It should be pointed out that a fair proportion, if not the entirety of our knowledge on the Doom Slayer's past, comes from the scant texts acquired from ancient demon sites as well as the ruins.
No way, they're using demon history to understand how badass Doomslayer is. Humanity's just like, he's a marine, he's fighting for his country, whatever the fuck. And then the demons have like this gigantic lore, 100 years of history talking about it. This dude terrorized all of hell. That's awesome, man.
Of the Argenta civilization. It should therefore be no surprise that we insist on cautioning all of those listening to this report that myths are not necessarily truths.
All right.
Although I do
dude, they ain't making myths about me, okay? If you have to be a Giga Chat if they're making myths about you. That's my opinion. I'm very excited to put to do the giant lore tier list of all video game lore and seeing where I put Doom, because so far it's kind of fucking awesome. Kind of fucking awesome.
Admit, I find it hard not to believe these stories, considering the impact that the Slayer has clearly had on both demon and Argenta culture. And the war that we face today provides yet more insights into his current great feats.
He's so brutal, it's awesome.
Making these past legends even tougher to dismiss. Regardless,
it's like we don't know if the legends are true, but we do know that he single-handedly shaped the culture of hell.
We endeavor to provide you with the best version of the truth that we can, and hopefully, that will be enough. If we wish to understand the Slayer's origins, we must delve into the history of the Night Sentinels. This order of warriors were the staunch defenders of the Argenta civilization, and they made every effort to defend their people in honorable combat.
Alright,
This would
love
be
that.
the order that the Slayer first rose within, but this was not the place of his birth. The earliest records of the Slayer's appearance in their civilization are found within the Ligra Soltagenta, or Book of Kings, as we would say in our tongue.
Alright.
The 4th volume speaks of...
This guy's like a biblical figure. Imagine being... Dude, I mean, think about it. Like, this dude has Bible-level feats. Holy shit.
how the Sentinels, at one point, discovered an outlander, as they would call him, who had somehow come to the Sentinel world of Argent Denur, but who was very clearly not of their world, of either the Argenta civilization or the barbarian tribes. How he arrived on the world was unknown,
Alright.
but when the Sentinel scouts discovered him, he was near death, bloodied, and mumbling senselessly about demons, darkness, murder,
Wait, so this dude was in hell for 100 years, and then they just kind of found him in the middle of nowhere?
guts, and hell itself. It was clear to the Sentinels that the blood that stained his armor wasn't completely his own,
Oh, shit.
and its design was crude to them, some would say even foreign.
They didn't recognize the blood. They didn't recognize the blood because he had the blood of demons, like actual hell demons on him. Yikes, bro. Holy shit. Dude, Doomslayer's like Jesus, except he's not kind and forgiving. All right, that's a comparison. All right.
We found him in the valley, just outside the castle walls.
All right.
He was badly wounded and wearing this.
He's just a guy. He's just a guy being dude, okay? He's just some dude. Just a guy with a helmet.
Guts. Huge guts. Kill them. Must.
Bro, they found a, they were on a walk. They found a genocidal freak outside.
Kill them all.
He has fight in him yet.
In spite of his injuries.
Send him to the arena. Let him be
What?
judged like the others.
They found this incredible badass that threatened all of hell and they put him in a fucking arena? But they World War Hulked him? Oh my god, that's tragic.
If we're to accept what is written in the Book of Kings, then we have to make a bold claim about the past of the Doomslayer. The Marine found in the wasteland outskirts of Argent Denur was clearly a survivor of a previous attack by the demons, and with his blood having been tested as human AB positive blood, this begs the question of how he wound up in this time and place.
Yeah, some human that has a history of genociding demons just showed up with demon blood all over him.
Many years
Right.
before our own demonic invasion had begun, and in a completely different world. It is clear that he faced many battles against this foe, but when and where he found and fought the demons is a puzzling question.
All right.
We know that
The dude just shows up.
the demons live within an alternate dimension within
Yeah, we covered that in our overarching Doom lore.
hell. This gives rise to a theory among some of our ranks that there are indeed parallel Earths and parallel wars with the demons that are already being fought on
Yeah, so something important to note from my understanding of Doom lore, hell is not like an afterlife. It's not like, you know, dude dies, he was a piece of shit, and God's like, all right, to fire and brimstone you go. It kind of seems like hell in the lore of Doom is an alternate reality run by genocidal demons that just want to consume and destroy other realities. So it kind of seems like demons, as they've appeared in history, like in the Bible and stuff like that, are real things, but they're coming from this alternate hell dimension, not like some weird afterlife. So from that perspective, it kind of goes to show that these guys have always been showing up. But as it stands right now, they have nothing. They have nothing. And this guy single-handedly is standing against an entire dimension of genocidal monsters that keeps getting torn open because of humans or because of demons. It keeps getting torn open. And this one man is standing between an entire alternate dimension of endless carnage and bloodshed.
other fronts. Others have suggested that the Marine was a time traveler from our own war,
Alright.
who went back in time after passing through hell.
Or maybe hell just has like wonky, fucky wucky, timey-wimey shit.
The Slayer's testament from the demonic hordes does state that the Doomslayer traveled through both dimension and time to hunt the servants of the Dark Realm.
Bro is so dedicated, he's time traveling to kill these motherfuckers. Holy shit. Oh my god, Hassan would be on the demon side, bro. Oh,
Unsettling though the question may be, at current we simply do not have any information to adequately answer the true question of his origins. But we can at least say this: undeniably, the Doomslayer is human.
Alright.
The
I mean, I
Sentinel-
think that's why people like Doom so much. It's like the idea that this is a human that is so hell-bent. See what I did there? Hell-bent on destroying demonkind. He is straight up a gigantic threat. He is the ender of this entire race. And fuck him, honestly. I love the unapologetic genocide of these demons. They are unabashedly, unfathomably evil, and they need to be eliminated. No bullshit, no nuance, no, hey, but what from their perspective? No! No! Doomslayer is a genocidal monster, and he is justice! Both are true! God, I love that about Doom.
Sentinels saw the Marine as strange, but they were not about to forsake their laws and traditions, even for an outsider. The Outlander, as they started to call him, was given a chance to prove his worth in the blood arena of Sentinel Prime.
Alright.
Alongside criminals who'd been given a chance to regain their honor, he would fight and find glory once again.
Alright.
It was there that he displayed the brutal style by which he fought, defeating foe after foe.
That's my guy.
His infamy in the arena grew, and soon his war cry became the shadow of death passing over his foes.
Bro, wherever you put this guy, he just becomes a rapture, an actual living rapture, a whirlwind of death.
The guards of the
God.
Colosseum soon echoed his chant in exaltation of the great warrior, shouting as he fought, "Rip and tear, rip and tear, rip and tear."
God damn.
Rip and tear.
God damn.
You'll make a fine addition to the front lines, stranger.
Demons, they are everywhere.
Bro, fuck. They think he's just some crazy guy.
Must kill them all.
Dress his wounds and bring him to us.
Bro, I can't believe the leader of these fucking sentry guys is just Asmongold,
I want to know
except less bald.
more about the others he speaks of.
Yes, Your Grace.
The determination
Alright.
of the Outlander was seen, and the Order of Daeg was ordered to bring him before the Kahn Maker, the god of Argenta's civilization, the leader of Urdak and the Makers. The underlings of the Maker set about translating the Outlander's tongue, so
Alright.
that they might know more about the demons of which he spoke.
That makes sense.
According to the Book of
I mean, this dude shows up. You gotta realize, they put him, he's their greatest fighter now. But you have to realize, this dude showed up on their doorstep covered in demon blood. Like, you cannot not take him seriously anymore.
Kings, the Kahn Maker saw this as an opportunity to expand her
A giant floating dildo.
teachings across the dimensions once more, and to see more of the universe experience the gift of Maker technology.
I mean, let's just expand our reach. Thank you, Doomslayer. You will totally help us influence everyone, yeah.
and wisdom. Little did they know that soon the demons themselves would come to them. On the eve of the Black Star, the demons would begin their war against Argent Denur. It was here that the Sentinels responded with their armies, but they were beaten back.
Wow. It's crazy every single time you hear about, like, the demons, like, you think that they're weak compared to the Doomslayer, who's like an actual... You gotta understand, Doomslayer is like the Lucifer of demons, alright? He is the Satan of these people. They write fucking shit about him. He is the Antichrist of demons, alright? And you think that the demons are just like pieces of poop being squashed and thrown around, completely overwhelmed by Doom Guy. But they are horrifying threats, okay? They are a threat to all of reality. Even these makers, they're like this super, hyper, futuristic, angelic race of people that have like unlocked technology and can control the cosmos. But even they could get absolutely overwhelmed by demons.
Many turns. Only when the Order of Daig discovered the uses of the demonic essence that the demon armies were using to strike against them was there a moment for the Sentinels to feel reprieve. This was the discovery of Argent Energy, and it was a turning point in the war that allowed the Sentinels to fight back, although the true cost of this discovery would not be discovered by the Sentinels themselves until it was truly too late.
Oh no.
The war with the demons intensified, and it was here that the Outlander truly became a valuable asset to their cause.
It's almost like fate itself. Destiny puts Doomguy in strongholds of reality. Destiny puts this man in position to fight hell itself. That is crazy. That's so wild to think about.
He had
Doomslayer definitely gets questioned at the airport. Oh my god, stop.
ascended from the pits of the arena to serve in the front line of the Sentinel armies, but he was unbreakable, and
Holy shit.
every time a campaign went out, every time a battalion fell, he would always come back, more ferocious and more merciless than before. It was at this moment that the Outlander's actions had been seen by King Novik, and he deemed him worthy of Ascension, from the armies of the standard Knight Sentinels to a true member of their order.
Bro! They find this dude on their doorstep covered in blood. They put him in the arena. He ends up becoming a soldier on their behalf. Hell fights them, and they are losing ground. So they make this guy their actual leader. They put him up there. Man is too angry to die, and he keeps getting angrier. This is like the storyline of Lionel Johnson, the Primarch of the 1st Legion of the Space Marines.
He was trained in the ways of combat by the Knight Sentinels,
Nice.
and though many within the Order scoffed at the barbarian who had joined their ranks, the war left them little room to appreciate the finer points of selection for candidacy. And after all, many of them apparently silenced their complaints when they fought alongside the Outlander, for he was a steadfast
These people were racist against Doomguy. They were like, nah, we don't want Doomguy here, okay? We don't want him here. He's a lowly human, alright? He was a lowly guy fighting in the arena. We don't want to fight alongside him. They fight alongside him one time, and they are licking and gargling his balls. Right? This is Hell Spartacus, okay?
ally who would wander back from every battle having killed more demons than any other. He truly was a great warrior.
Yeah, no, they originally were all against him and shit, and then they fought alongside him one time, and they're like, yup!
Steadfast in his commitment.
His commitment. Oh, man. Dude just wants to kill demons. Genocidal freak.
Merciless in his anger. He was more than simply a campaigning soldier. He was more than their ally found in the Outlands. He was a weapon, and his aim was true. It was then, as the Black Star reached its zenith, that King Novik sat restless, and the demons struck at the Argenta city of Taras Nabad, catching its people off guard. This city was at the heart of Argent Danur.
Bro, they thought they named Doom after the demons? No. They named it Doom because of Doomguy. He's the Doom of demons.
And was believed to be a safe haven, but this was proven to be folly when the demons brought with them not only their mighty horde, but an almost invincible titan, an ancient demon, more than 100 feet tall.
God damn!
The entire city was slaughtered, except for those who fled to the north. The Knight Sentinel forces were left to rally and retake the city. Amongst them, facing the demons as he always had, was the Outlander.
That's our goat.
And
Boy.
tear he roared, as the lesser demons that assaulted the city were routed and destroyed. But the Titan was...
It's like their entire civilization, like these makers, like their entire civilization and culture was literally saved because some guy randomly ended up on their doorstep that they decided to enslave one time. Like, that's crazy. It's wild to think about it. It's wild to think about it from that perspective, but it's almost like destiny of this universe. Fate puts Doomguy in places where he will need to fight demons. This dude is the actual Antichrist of demonkind.
Was immovable, invincible, and against it, the Sentinel forces had no answer to its might. It was here, in this moment, that a mysterious figure came out of the shadows and changed the course of history forever.
Shit. Alright.
The Night Sentinels called him Seraphim, and he was the Chancellor to the Kahn Maker herself. Seraphim ushered the Outlander into the Chapel of Purity, and it is here, with the assistance of a Maker device known as the Divinity Machine, that the fate of worlds would change.
Okay.
And that the Doomslayer was born.
Dude.
We must move. Quickly. There are those who would seek to stop this.
Oh, shit.
I offer you a gift. Take it. It will give you strength. Hello.
Dude, this is when this, like, so-called superior culture, alright, Maker people realize that their entire civilization is hanging in the balance, and they have to rely on this random outlander. Mr. Floating Tentacle guy over here literally knows that their entire civilization is on the shoulders of this one man too angry to die.
You on your journey.
Is this where he gets the crucible? Oh, damn.
And now, they will fear you.
That is such a crazy line. Right? Remember, these are demons. Demons that have the ability to wipe out all life in all of reality. Alright? And that is what they're here for. It's their stated purpose. And now they will fear you.
What rose from the holy coffin of the Divinity Machine that day was spoken of by demons in tongues of fear.
God damn.
He would be the warrior of celestial might.
Oh, it's the crucible! I was waiting to see when that sword would show up.
And speed that would stand as a godlike king with a fiery sword in one
Now I know why everyone loves this guy. That's why now I know why everyone loves Doomslayer. What a cool fucking character. This is an overpowered character done right.
hand and steel bound.
Should I do an overpowered character done right analysis on this guy? I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, here we are. We are consuming all lore. See, I knew people like Doomslayer because I just figured he was just a really angry motherfucker that went out there and genocided demons, and it was awesome. All right? But no, dude. No, dude. I see why he's so loved. Fate put him on this journey, bro.
Rage in the other. He went out that day, taking up his crucible to fight the mighty Titan.
Yes!
He impaled its heart, slaying it, and saving the city of Nabad.
God damn.
On this day, a legend was born that would echo throughout time and dimension. A legend of a man with an unquenchable thirst for blood. A legend of a man with an undeniable hate for the minions of the Dark Realm.
Base racism moment.
He would be the bane of all of Hell's champions, leaving nothing but blood and ash in his wake. And those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer. End dispatch. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, and also feel free to leave your comments in the comments section down below.
That was
a particular
great.
hand needs to go out to Captain Tullus, who helped basically create the whole new series of graphics packages that we're going to be using for Doom videos going forward.
God damn. Yeah, I'll definitely link this video in the description, of course. Definitely let me know if future lore dives. 10,000 likes, and I will do a lore dive on Doom, the Dark, whatever it's called, Dark Ages, on the next Doom, on the new Doom game. All right, I was just told that I needed to do a lore dive on Doom Eternal first, so definitely subscribe and let me know if you want me to do that. Also, let me know future lore dives you want me to do. Dude, Bife, I never knew this channel, but that was fire. People are telling me I need to watch his Destiny lore, so maybe we'll do that at some point. I don't know. You let me know. I'm consuming all lore. All lore will be consumed. Definitely subscribe. I appreciate sometimes the simplicity of there being a fucking corrupt race, like the demons here. They are corrupt, and they are irredeemable, and they need to be eradicated. I like that every once in a while you have that shit. And I hate the fucking free-run discourse on the internet. No, eradicate them. Genocide those motherfuckers. Holy shit. God damn. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Lock in. See you in the next one, gamers. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.